say somebody walks around a dealership.
Yes.
What's your first approach to a person?
It depends.
Let's say
Male or female?
female.
Female.
Yeah.
If it's in the morning, good morning, ma'am. How are you doing? My name is Jimmy. I'd like to introduce you to the cars that we're having. Mind if I show you around our showcase room so that maybe I can be able to actually give you a car that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Then we start gelling, we start building rapport. After building rapport, then we're going to start talking about what she wants. And yeah, that's how I help out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah.
what do we need if I'm buying a car today?
Okay.
What should I bring along with me? What's the procedure?
All right.
What do you know?
The right requirements in order for you to actually get a car,
Yeah.
you have to have your 3 months bank statement, your 3 months pay slip if you're working permanently, then your ID and your drivers.
Oh yeah.
But if you are self-employed, because a lot of people are self-employed, you're going to need 3 months bank statement, your ID and your drivers. As long as if you are self-employed, your profile is good, your bank statements show that you have a certain amount of money, then yeah, we're good to go.
Let's say I'm self-employed, ne? Every month it's in Chama 25,000.
Yes,
But
yes.
it shows more already there's something going on. Does it depend already? It's in Chama affordability or you have a change at an
Yeah, in most cases, affordability is the key because of once we do an application with you, we're going to submit it to the various banks that we have. Then the banks are the one who are going to predict that you actually afford this car or are you in the affordability line. So it all goes by the banks, but in order for you to qualify for a car financially, you have to be earning around about 9 to 10,000 in order for you to actually qualify for a car.
9 to 10.
9 to 10 roughly.
So just something before deposit,
No,
whatever.
it's already deposit. It all depends on the client. If the client feels that they want to reduce the installment, that is when they can put a certain amount of money to actually reduce the installment. But usually we do with a zero deposit.
Okay, let's do it like this. Ne? Let's say let's say let's say 50.
All right.
Ne?
Okay.
Or
Okay. Or ena 15 again.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
are you permanently working?
Let's say I'm permanently working here.
All right. If you're permanently working, it depends on what kind of a car you want.
Okay.
Do not forget that we look at the bracket margin of the car. How much does it earn?
Yeah.
If maybe the car, for instance, 300,000,
Yeah.
and you're earning 15,000,
Yeah.
you can be able to afford the car because of on a rough installment we're speaking of 6 to 6,000.
Okay.
Then in terms of the affordability, we're going to look at your monthly expenses.
Okay.
Then those monthly expenses are going to be the ones that predict that can you afford this car.
Okay.
If you cannot, a podium, that's what we call it in our sales game. It's going to show that no, you're paying a lot of debts, you cannot afford this car. We can go to something cheaper.
Okay.
Then when you go to something cheaper, that is when you can be able to be in that financial bracket that you can be able to afford the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna need? How much you gonna need before getting that car?
No, I'm not going to need anything. Hence, I say that it's a zero deposit.
Oh.
Then if you're actually earning 15,000, for instance, you're working at a government sector.
Yeah.
Then you're earning 15. You're looking for a CX-5.
Yeah.
The CX-5 rough installments, we're talking about 10,000.
Okay.
Because of it's an SUV and it's a big car.
Okay.
It goes on a bracket of 450,000 upwards, starting from. So on that is where we're going to be able to check the financial status that you can be able to afford this car.
So kapita ka qualify, ne? And then ka say na somar.
Yes.
Ka jwala koloi. Ya thoma the first month. Just like that.
You know what happens with us? What we do as BB Mazda, or I could say us as sales executives, what we do is that we negotiate with the banks.
Okay.
For instance, you get the car in March.
Yeah.
We negotiate with the banks that, okay, if it's March, April, you cannot be able to pay your first installment due to your other financial things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Then you can be able to only pay on May.
Yeah.
So it gives you a time frame for you to actually be financially relieved before you can actually pay your first installment. That's what we do. That's the special part that we have with Mazda. We negotiate with the banks, we speak with them. We say that, okay, my client says that they cannot be able to pay their first installment next month. What can we do?
Okay.
Then we speak, We negotiate. If we are good to go, then you can be able to be relieved on the first month. That other month, it's going to start debiting.
Wow, was it easy to get a car?
It's very easy to get a car. It doesn't take you 5 days or so. No.
What?
It's like around about 4 hours.
Yeah.
I remember my record time when I sold my first car. Took me 5 hours max to deliver the car.
What?
We did an application. Fortunately, the client knew what she wanted. She brought everything. Then we did an application around 8. Around 11, I was giving her validations.
Yeah.
We pre-approve you. Then we do validations to actually see whether are your bank statements the right ones, are your pay slips, your ID drivers legit. Once they are legit, then automatically we just give the call the client. If you are already at the dealership, you go to our F&I manager. She's going to be the one who's going to be in control of your installments, your interest rates, your affordability, every single thing from the financial sector. Then once you're done, you're going to sign a contract online, or you can sign it with the dealership while we still prepare your car. Then once you prepare your car, we do insurance. After insurance, then yeah, you drive away with your car.